Hello everyone, how are you all? कैसे हैं आप सभी लोग? I hope you all must be having a great time and must be enjoying the series, guys. Now let us move ahead in our World Geography Mapping series, which we have already started for your upcoming Prelims 2026. Now the good part over here is, which I must appreciate for you all, that you guys, those who are sincerely following this series, we have completed over here 50% of the world geographical information. Now this information has not only completed by my side, or this information is not only on your notes or on your atlas, but this information must be in your head too, guys. If this is happening, then this particular series is automatically successful, and which I can sense from your comments also that you are learning the things by heart. That is a good thing, guys. And now the remaining 50% we have to see. In this particular session, we will be starting with the Europe continent now. We'll be opening up this Europe continent and absorbing all the information part-wise, as usual our method was. Right, so those people who are directly coming to this video, let me tell you that we have covered South America. We started with South American continent, covered it, then North America already covered, and then Africa. So if you are directly coming to this video, see these series from starting. By that way you will be making more connections of the things, right? Now the rest part, the most complex, you have completed over here, the African continent, the most complex I would say. Now the remaining part is Europe. You will be finding Asia, then Australia, then Antarctica. Now the complexity will decrease over here, guys. Though Europe and Asia are a bit complex, but less complex than Africa. So we will be able to deal it very smoothly. Australia, Antarctica, very less information and very easy. You will be able to understand in one go, right? But again, over here, we will be starting with Europe, and slowly, like the consistency you have maintained over here, do maintain it, guys, because 50% is over, 50% is remaining. So we will not leave it until we have all the world geographical information in our mind. That is my target, right? All right. Okay. So how we were moving ahead, let me just tell you that the way we were moving ahead, first of all. So these countries, this is Europe. We have to take this entire Europe on our tips, right? This is the complete Europe, right? So for this, we will follow the same pattern, that first of all, we will have an understanding of the political feature. Political understanding is a must. That location of countries, exactly where is Latvia, what all countries are surrounding them, where is Moldova, what all countries are surrounding them, is it surrounding a riverside or a sea water body is there? If there is, what is the name of that water body? If that is landlocked or not, like this. And till now we have like developed this vision of ours, that we will be exactly picking up the information, right information, relevant information for our examination. That should be on our mind. And keep time and again I am letting you see the PYQs also. Again I will be letting you see the PYQs. Why? So that you can keep them on your mind whenever I am not even if I am not telling you this PYQ, that PYQ should strike in your mind, right? So countries, places in news, a lot of Ukraine, Russia has been in news, so we'll be over here seeing some places in news. And in earlier series I have predicted some of the places, guys, and that has come in the examination as it is. The students have like told me about it, right? Countries, places in news, and over here we will be seeing the exact boundaries over here. So that will be our focus with respect to the political feature. Again, I will not be leaving any insignificant country. Countries wise, every country I'll be focusing upon, no matter how insignificant, how small, or how big is that. And that you must be analyzing too, that we have not left Liberia, we have not left Trinidad and Tobago, we have not left Ghana, Togo, Benin. Every country location we have spotted it down, right? Because the thing is, when it will be just a matter of chance that when it will appear in your prelims examination, that small place will also become significant. So we'll not wait for that particular thing to happen with us, right? That's why we'll be focusing, keep that in mind, that we'll be focusing the information which I'm giving you over here. All things are important. If we are investing our time, we'll be investing it wholeheartedly. Okay. So, okay. So first we will be having this in this particular part, political understanding. Then we will be handing up in political understanding. I'll be adding over here the straits, most important straits you will be finding over here. And seas, Adriatic Sea, Aegean Sea, Mediterranean Sea, Caspian Sea, Balkan Sea. Like this, you are going to find a lot of seas over here, guys. And seas are a bit complicated part of Europe. That I'll be telling you. And then we will be moving ahead with the physical feature with time and again comes in the examination too. Physical feature, mountains, rivers, straits I have already given you, the deserts, the lakes, and then miscellaneous part over here we will be trying to understand, right? So see some of the, again I'm letting you see this particular question. Levant they have asked. Next time they can ask you Adriatic, Balkan, Baltic. Can you tell me right now that Baltic information? What are the Baltic countries, Balkan countries, Nordic countries, Scandinavian countries? There might be some confusion. Those people who have done earlier might be some confusion. So again, see all these information, guys, because I also know that you have to go through a lot of subjects. So if you will not be revising, then small things will be slipped from your mind, guys. So we will not let that happen, right? So again, regions will be important. These rivers will be important, like Thames over here, Volga over here. You will be finding these rivers, Europe, right? Then Adriatic Sea, Black Sea, Caspian Sea, bordering what countries? So that means a mixture of physical and political feature. You will only be, right now you must have understood that we can understand physical feature only if we are having good political understanding, as simple as that. Mediterranean Sea, Red Sea, you must be in a position to solve this question first, but you don't know about the Syria right now, so this might be a difficulty because the West Asia I have not taught you yet. Okay. Then over here you see Catalonia, places in news, Crimea, Mindanao, Oromia you have already done. Can you tell me Oromia where it is? Nigeria exact location you should know, right? So like this we have to understand again. That means places will become important over here. Again, Black Sea, Caspian Sea, Turkey, directly location they have asked. Gulf of Aqaba, Gulf of Suez, Dead Sea, Mediterranean Sea. Can you, Gulf of Aqaba we have already done, right? Try to think where it was. The Sinai Peninsula, Gulf of Aqaba, Gulf of Suez. So by this way we are going to understand Europe over here. Now first of all, see the Europe. Slight understanding should be there about the location of Europe. If I draw 0° over here, roughly I have drawn that this is 0° equator. Then can you tell me Europe is completely in the northern hemisphere? That is like but obvious over here, right? Completely in the northern hemisphere. Also, if I draw 23.5 Tropic of Cancer over here, you will be finding that it is above tropic also. So this particular Europe is lying in the temperate regions completely. It is a temperate country. Obviously, this USA, Canada is also temperate countries over here. You will be finding that these are temperate countries over here. Global North, developed countries which you will be finding over here, right? And if I draw the prime meridian if I draw like this, then you will be finding that a slight portion of Europe is in a western hemisphere also. Most of the part you will be finding in eastern hemisphere. Don't try to skip, try to see, observe. Nobody will ask you this, but you have to observe this, because anytime these kind of statements can come in easy part, like 3 statements are there and 1 statement will be easy. So the easy statements will like this only, right? So over there you should not fumble any particular part. So this particular, you have seen that it is somewhere in the western part too, western hemisphere, largely eastern hemisphere. But you don't forget this particular part also, guys. This is Iceland, so this will become one of the western point of European land, right? And the eastern point over here you will be seeing, just wait, let me change the pen. This over here, be asking over here that the continents are generally those large land masses which are surrounded by water bodies from all sides, barring few places. That's why this is South American continent. That's why this is North American continent. This is African continent. This is Antarctica. This is Australian. This is Antarctica. Then this should be counted as one continent, na? They should be counted as Eurasia. Why we have separated it as Europe and Asia? Separate continent. Now this has no geographical explanation for this. This has been done by the geographers largely because of the cultural similarity of these places and these places over here, guys. So they have taken the border as certain natural boundaries like Ural Mountains, like this Caspian Sea, like this Black Sea over here, like this Mediterranean Sea over here. So these are some features over here by which they have separated Europe and Asia purely on the geography, purely on the historical and cultural aspect of it, right? So let us understand the boundary first, because this is the same landmass. So which is creating the boundary between Europe and Asia? This is first you have. In this map, first of all, you understand, guys. Okay, let me open up the flat map for you. देखो this map over here. See this particular side over here. Over here I am showing you something, this particular side. Can you spot the Ural Mountains over here, guys? Ural Mountains are written over here. So this is the boundary till Afghan, this Kazakhstan over here, right? And Ural Mountains like this you will be finding. And downward side you will be seeing that Caspian Sea will come, right? And over here you will be finding that this is Ural Mountain, and one part of the country is coming over here, that is Kazakhstan. Remember this, Kazakhstan. Now Kazakhstan major part is present in Asia, but a small part is present over here in Europe too. And similar goes for Russia, and that we will be spotting it later on. Don't worry, just see the boundary right now. That this is over here Ural Mountains, this is over here Kazakhstan, this is over here Caspian Sea, Caspian Sea. And over here you will be finding Caucasus Mountains over here. Caucasus. This is Ural. Right. So see over here too. This is Europe, like this Ural Mountains. Kazakhstan. This Caspian Sea will be acting as the boundary. These three countries will also be coming over here. These three countries, guys. These three countries will also be coming into the Europe. And over here you will be finding one Caucasus mountain. Urals over here. And then a Black Sea. Are you able to see this? Black Sea will be created as border. Then these particular bodies will also come in the Europe, and this whole Mediterranean Sea will be the part of basically European country only, barring this particular West Asia country. These are West Asia country, guys, over here. Okay, this is West Asia part, not the Europe part. So over here now you see this is the Europe part over here, from here, and Black Sea. Okay, Black Sea is sea. You cannot consider it as Europe part or Asia part because it is touching with these part of Asia too. These countries I was telling you, these are the part of Europe. We'll be focusing on each and every country. Just see the outlines first of all. And this outline you already know that this part is Europe. That means this whole is Russia first of all. You see over here in the full map. See in this map you see. This is whole Russia. But now if I will say that where is Europe starting from? This Europe is starting from over here. So that means some of part of Kazakhstan, some part of Russia is inside Europe continent too. Understanding? And then we have to focus upon these things, these area over here. A lot of ruckus is also over here. Now we will be seeing one by one. So basically we have to cover this. And the most chaotic part over here you will be going to find over here, guys. Don't worry about it. We will be having everything on our tips. See, first of all, now we will be dividing the Europe in certain parts. For example, first of all, again, I am letting you have the knowledge of countries right now. So I'll be not focusing upon the seas, straits right now. Okay, just countries you try to focus. See, this is the northern part we will be finding. This is the eastern part. This is the southern part. This is the western part. Like this we are going to understand, and this is the central part we are going to see of the Europe. First of all, have this vision, and one by one we will be getting over with these countries. Okay. First of all, we will be focusing upon the northern Europe. You try to understand that this European country has been the landmass for glory for a long time period over here. Why? Because first in the Roman Empire, Roman Republic who used to be there, Julius Caesar, Marcus Crassus, Marcus Aurelius. Then you will be finding over here during the time frame of Renaissance, Enlightenment. These countries used to rule the world. Ultimately, England was the country which became foremost over here to have the command over almost all of the globe near around 18th to 19th century. So this is part over here, guys. Focus upon the Northern Europe. Okay, Northern Europe, you will be finding countries are known as two words you must have heard about: Nordic and Scandinavian. Scandinavian countries. Now these countries are known by these names because of there are certain similarities. So here certain countries will be coming and here certain countries will be coming. No clear cut you will be finding distinction between these countries, Nordic versus Scandinavian. But Nordic country is a larger circle because over here all the Scandinavian countries will also come. So Scandinavia, we call it as a peninsula. This particular peninsula I am going to show you, this is known as Scandinavia, and the countries present over there are basically considered as the Scandinavian countries. What they are having similar cultural aspects, social aspect. You will be finding geographically they are located at the similar latitude, right? So the Scandinavian country, if I ask you what are the Scandinavian countries, so you will be saying me that Scandinavian countries are Norway, are Sweden, and you will be saying that third country you will get confused that this is Finland, but Finland is not a Scandinavian country, guys. Keep in mind, तो फिनलैंड की वजह जगह क्या है, व्हाट इज इन प्लेस ऑफ फिनलैंड, द थर्ड कंट्री विच यू विल बी फाइंडिंग एज स्कैंडिनेवियन इज डेनमार्क कंट्री ओवर हियर. These three countries are termed as Scandinavian countries, though there is no strict separation between them. Okay, this is just like North Indians are known as North Indians, South Indians, like this. These are the Scandinavian people, and the Nordic people will be including. They are having this similar culture and all, and they will be including these three, Scandinavia also, plus two more countries will be coming over here like Finland and Iceland. Plus these three countries will be known as Nordic. So see on this map that if I say Nordic, Nordic is a larger geographical term over here, right? Cultural term, you can say that this will be including Norway, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, Iceland, and this Greenland also, guys, this Greenland. Now you understand that this Greenland though is the part of North America continent, but it is under the administrative control of Denmark, which I have earlier told you to. So remember this over here first of all. If I ask you the Scandinavian countries, the Scandinavian countries is these three: Norway, Sweden, and Denmark is also included because of the same linguistic and same cultural aspect of over here. So, and this particular peninsula is known as Scandinavian Peninsula. You have heard about Baja Peninsula, you have heard about California Peninsula, you have heard about that Yucatan Peninsula, right? So like this, you are getting one more peninsula, that is this is Scandinavian. Now Finland is not a peninsula over here. This is not a part of peninsula. That's why. Okay. Now focus upon these countries: Norway, Sweden, and Finland, contiguous to each other. Also see in this map, guys. In this map also you try to see Norway. Okay. Norway is going to the upper side. This also you find. Okay. This particular you also see. Acha, have I told you about the latitudes and longitudes? Let me tell you the latitudes and longitudes too. Don't worry about it. Okay, so over here you will be finding Europe will be spreading somewhere. Iceland, if I count Iceland to be the point of westernmost, so 25° west you are going to find, and the Ural mountains which you are seeing over here, approximately 60 to 65°. It will how it will be changing the point which we are taking. Okay, so 60 to 65° east. This is the latitudinal expanse. Whereas if I ask you over here, what will be the idea? I am telling you, I just have an idea about it, not fix. So idea you can give me because Africa you have already studied. So this must be around 35 to 37°. What north? And then you will be go till 77°, 80° north. Over here you will be finding in this spread you will be seeing the Europe, right? Exactly. Degrees are not important. Again, I am saying that a rough idea should be. Now you see Norway. Then Norway is also touching with Finland. So have an idea. Norway, Sweden, Finland are not separated by, Norway and Finland is not separated by Sweden, but they are connected at the top. So have clear idea about it. And then in middle you will be finding Sweden is sandwiched. Right? See the capitals also. Oslo, Stockholm, and Helsinki. Right? See it clearly that if you will be spotting these capitals, let me zoom it out also, and I'll be showing you in the other map also, don't worry. See over here, guys, that Helsinki is somewhere at the top over here. Then Stockholm, Oslo, similar side you will be finding, right? So out of these, Helsinki you will be finding at the top. But if I include Iceland, then Reykjavik is the northernmost capital you are going to find. Iceland, Reykjavik. Right, so keep this in mind. Reykjavik, Oslo, Stockholm, and Helsinki. A lot of Stockholm Convention you also know about over here. And these Nordic countries are the most developed ones. You will be finding they are always topping the charts of HDI. Will be always topping the charts of any index you see, right? Because as the population is small, so they can implement. Also, they are most advanced over here. Development happened earlier over here also, so they took like you can say, so they took the advantage of it earlier, right? So over here you have seen these countries right now. This is Norway. Over here you are going to find Norway capital Oslo, Stockholm, and this is Finland. And Finland, you know, over here Helsinki. Reykjavik, the northernmost capital, Reykjavik over here you will be finding. Okay, see the capital from these maps, guys. Okay, this is the map over here which you have seen. Iceland, Norway, Sweden. All right. Now, if you will be going to the eastern side, you will be finding that this is the curve which is making, this is of a Russian country. And Russia is the, over here you will be finding this is the European Russia, which is present in Europe over here. And it is present in Asia also. So Russia, you can say it is a transcontinental country. Sometime question can be asked like this, that which of the following is not a transcontinental country. Russia will be there, Kazakhstan will be there, Turkey will be there. So like this you will be finding this particular part. So have that again perspective too. So Russia is separated over here by the Ural mountains, which you are going to find like this. Okay. So this is the western Russia which is coming over here. Right now again I am saying that just focus on the countries. In detail about the places, what are important places which have been in news, I'll be letting you focus later on. Will not be overlapping everything over here, right? So Moscow, you can see the capital which is present in the European continent itself. Very important, Moscow. Okay, most developed part is this particular part only, where you will be finding most development as compared to the eastern part. Okay, so this part is over. Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Russia. Okay, now let me focus upon this particular eastern part of Europe. Eastern part of Europe over here. This part we will be focusing upon. This is a bit chaos which you have to understand. And this part, since last 4 or 5 years, this has been immensely in news also because of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. In 2014, the Russian has already invaded Crimea. So we will be understanding about these countries. Now, first of all, do you have clarity of this particular countries over here? These countries should be clear, guys. Now let me focus upon these three countries. These three countries you will be focusing upon in one go. That is Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. Not in civil services, but in other examination, they have directly asked the capitals of these particular countries, right? So anytime they can ask you this too. So see over here, Estonia, capital Tallinn. Okay, very close to Helsinki. Gulf of Finland, all we have to remember, but not right now. Latvia, Riga, and Lithuania, Vilnius. Right. If I ask you that is Russia touching the Baltic Sea, which you will be understanding later on. So this small part over here is also controlled by Russia, guys. So have this an idea too. Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, Vilnius. The perspective of today's part is just the objective of today's part is just to have all these countries on our tips right now. We will not be running ahead. So let me ask you that this country which you have learned till now, these are important because later on I will be telling you in the examination, they will not ask you this connection of these countries. They will simply ask you what all are the countries touching the Baltic Sea. Okay, that is why they are important. So this is Estonia. This is Latvia. This is Lithuania. Estonia capital you will be finding Tallinn. Latvia capital you will be finding Riga. Lithuania capital you will be finding Vilnius. Now this exercise I am not doing for me. You also try to write it in rough, right? Have a separate countries and capitals list. Okay. So first of all, you have seen these three countries, and this small part which you can spot over here is of Russia. So Russia as a part is inside Europe also touching this particular sea, which we are going to understand later on. So these three countries done over here immensely in news because of the politics, geopolitical tensions which are happening over here. Why they were in news? What are the important places if we have to remember again later on. Now you see this particular part. Also one more thing which you have to connect, that this Latvia is also connected with this country, and this country over here is Belarus. Belarus, guys. Can you tell me Bolivia? Where is Bolivia exact location? Can you draw it? And what are all the countries which are surrounded by it? Bolivia and Belarus. देखो, I know where you can get confused in the examination. That's why I'm picking up those things only. So try to do some practice over here. Bolivia. Try to tell me and try to write it on the comments also, guys. So this is over here. You will be finding Belarus. Okay, let me show you over here. Belarus, first of all. This is Belarus. Important. Capital is Minsk, guys. Okay, capital Minsk, Belarus. Touching with the Russia. So one thing you are observing, that these all countries are having borders with Russia except Lithuania. Lithuania is not having direct borders with Russia, whereas Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Belarus, and apart other country which is going to come, Ukraine, is having border with Russia. So this is a Belarus, and the other country famous Ukraine over here, immensely in news from the last 4 or 5 years. Ukraine, guys. This is Ukraine, and the places inside this which are important, which have been in news, later on I'll be telling you, not right now. I'll not be giving you, stressing you with the facts or information right now, because I know you will not be able to remember then, क्योंकि आप फिर उस पे focus करोगे and you will not be thinking about the other countries over here, right? Just wait. So Ukraine capital Kyiv, you are seeing, very important capital Kyiv. So mark this also, Kyiv over here. Right, guys, there are Kharkiv, Donetsk, all we are going to see later on. Don't worry about it over here right now. Okay. Over here, you also see this part. This is what is Crimea, guys, and Crimea Peninsula, which is basically the part of Ukraine, used to be in 2014. But again, the southern portion is all part of Russia now. But we will not go by what is there unofficially. We'll go by what is officially. So we'll consider it as Ukraine right now. Okay, to see this particular Black Sea. Can you spot this Black Sea over here? So above Black Sea, you have seen Ukraine, you have seen Belarus, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia. This you have covered over here, the eastern portion of Europe, guys. Try to see this. So this is Ukraine. Capital, can you tell me? Kyiv. This is Belarus. Capital, can you tell me? Minsk. And this particular part, which is not touching with Russia over here, one uncommon thing which you will find, this is Lithuania. Capital, can you tell me? Vilnius. This is over here. Capital is Riga. The country, can you tell me? And this is over here, the topmost country. The capital is Tallinn. Can you tell me the country? Right. So this is the easternmost part you have seen, and all connected with the European Russia. And this is over here, Urals. I hope you are understanding. Now this is a Black Sea. This you have understood. This is Russia, and over here you are going to find Caucasus. So these three countries also, I have told you that these are the part of Russia only, and this is Caspian Sea, and this is also one country over here which is a transcontinental country. Am I wrong to say this? No, because a small portion is considered inside Europe continent, transcontinental, and this is Kazakhstan. Just remember, Kazakhstan in detail we will be seeing in Asia, with a larger majority part is in the Asia country itself. But we have to focus upon these three countries which are over here. Guys. These are important. Again, over here you will be finding these three countries as, see over here, Georgia, Armenia, and Azerbaijan. Georgia, Armenia, and Azerbaijan. Very important. Georgia, Azerbaijan, Armenia. Now how you have to see, let me tell you how you have to spot it. You see Black Sea is connected with Georgia, whereas Azerbaijan has no access to Georgia, no border with Georgia. So try to remember that first of all. Later on we will be creating all the mnemonics surrounded by countries surrounded by Black Sea. Right now you don't need it. Azerbaijan is touching with Caspian Sea, very important. So Georgia and these three countries which you are seeing are interconnected. Three borders they are sharing over here. Also you see Armenia is a landlocked country which is basically present inside between Georgia and Azerbaijan in the downward side. And one place which has been frequently in news, the chaotic point of this Armenia and Azerbaijan, which in earlier classes I have told you about, that is Nagorno-Karabakh. That we will be understanding later on. Okay, right now focus on the capital, Tbilisi, Yerevan, and Baku. Very famous place, Baku, Tbilisi. Armenia is for Yerevan. So Georgia, Tbilisi, Armenia, Yerevan, Azerbaijan, Baku. Remember this right now, and this will be making it as the border of your Europe. Okay, just wait. Now over here you try to understand that as it is a transcontinental countries, these three are coming because of the Caucasus mountains. So these three countries are considered to be what, you can say these are considered to be uh, transcontinental, means some parts are present in the Europe and some parts are considered in the Asia. What those parts are, they are still debated, so there is no need to know that, right? So we will not be wasting our time in understanding of all those things, all those debates, right? But you understand that these are debatable over here, that these are transcontinental countries. Also, this particular part, later on I'll be telling you, this Caspian Sea is not treated as a like if it is treated as a lake, right? So whenever this particular Azerbaijan, if you are seeing over here, Azerbaijan is touching Caspian Sea, will you be saying that this Azerbaijan is a landlocked country? You might say that it is not a landlocked country because it is touching a sea, but Caspian Sea is treated as a lake, guys. Like, so the country touching the border will become landlocked. That I'll be telling you later on too. Don't worry about right now. But Azerbaijan is landlocked, right? Because it is not touching an open sea over here. Caspian Sea, by the name, it's just sea, but it is actually a lake. Okay, so Baku, remember, Tbilisi and Yerevan. Very important over here, Georgia, Baku, Yerevan, you have to understand. And one more thing, if you have noticed that some part of the Azerbaijan is in Armenia also. That's why there are some conflicting region over here, which I'll be focusing upon later on. Okay. So over here now you come. Okay, now you see this particular country over here, Turkey. Turkey, will you be considering it entirely in Asia or entirely in Europe? It will not be like that, guys, because part of it is considered to be a part of Europe and rest part over here is considered to be the part of Asia. Okay, so see this map over here. See, Europe is shown like this. Let me remove my video, maybe it is hiding. See this video over here. Now can you spot this Turkey? Turkey is whole, like this whole is Turkey, but this particular eastern part, majority of part which is considered to be Asia, whereas a small part which is touching over here and separated by one strait. Right now I will not be telling you the name of strait, later on I will be telling you. This is a strait over here, and this part is considered to be the European part, Turkey. So that's why again Turkey is a transcontinental country. Now see over here, guys, Turkey's capital is also divided between two. Istanbul. Can you spot Istanbul? This Istanbul city is separated by the strait. So some part of this Istanbul will be coming over here. Sorry, this is not the capital. This is the city. So Istanbul is the city, is a transcontinental city. You can say Istanbul. You can say that eastern part is in this Asia. Western part is in Europe. Right. So Istanbul you will be finding over here, and the capital is Ankara. What is the capital? Ankara of Turkey. Okay, so this part you have seen like this over here. Now let us complete this portion also. Simpler in understanding. Okay. Dekho, below Ukraine you are going to find, when you will be moving down to Ukraine, you will be finding Moldova. And Moldova is not connecting with the Black Sea. So star market Moldova. It is a landlocked country. Yes, it is a landlocked country. Right. Over here, then below Moldova, you are going to find this Romania. This is a Romania country over here, guys. See this Romania. Do Romania is connecting with Black Sea? Yes, Romania is connecting with Black Sea. So remember this Romania over here. Moldova capital Chisinau. Chisinau over here. Whereas Romania capital Bucharest, important. Then in the southern side below Romania, you will be focusing only on Bulgaria route now. Bulgaria. And Bulgaria is capital having Sofia. Sofia. And one more thing you notice, the last country, Greece over here, guys. Is Greece having connection with Black Sea? Not at all, because over here Turkey is blocking it. Right, so remember this particular uh, like perspective of this area. Again, see different maps: Turkey, Greece, Bulgaria, Romania, Moldova, Ukraine. So over here you see the blank map now. Right now I have told you about this is Greece, and Greece is like spread like this, right? Greece is not touching with Black Sea, so you will be careful. You have to remember that Greece is not touching Black Sea because the European Turkey is separating them. So this is Turkey over here. This is Greece over here. Can you tell me the capital of Greece? Athens. Athens, guys. This is over here. What is this? Bulgaria. Bulgaria. What is the capital of Bulgaria? Sofia. Then over here, a broad country, Romania. Capital is Bucharest. Then over here, Moldova, a landlocked country, Chisinau. And then famous country, Ukraine. Then Black Sea is surrounded by this also, Russia. Then Armenia. This is larger Turkey. Capital Ankara. Understanding? So this is the countries you have seen surrounding Black Sea. Right now I am not focusing or opening up the straits over here too, but we will be opening it up later on. A broad understanding you try to take. So the countries which we have covered by far, can you remember these three? This particular part which is joining with Ukraine, and Ukraine touching Moldova, Moldova touching over here Romania. Romania is big, so it's touching Ukraine also. It is having its border with this Bulgaria, and then over here you are going to find this Greece too. By and large, we have seen the eastern portion. Northern portion like this, you have covered it. Okay, this is the eastern portion over here. This we have covered till now, guys. Okay, what you can do is, lastly, I am letting you revise. You just tell me the, you think about it and tell me the capitals. Like Norway over here, no confusion in that. Sweden, Finland. Russia, smaller part is over here too. This country over here, can you spot? Say, just say. This country over here, this is Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. This is confusion will happen in the examination. Belarus, Bulgaria, and Bolivia. Different. Bulgaria is BU, you understand. So U is over here. PE, Belarus above Ukraine. Or Belarus, so it is connecting with Russia, Rus. So remember like this. Can you tell me the capital of these three? Important. Minsk is the capital of, Tallinn is the capital of, Riga is the capital of, Vilnius is the capital of, Chinzhou is the capital of. This is important. Bucharest is the capital of, right? Capital also you try to do. Bucharest is the capital of Romania. Chinzhou, Moldova, Ukraine, Kiev. This Bulgaria, Sofia. This over here, Greece. So I will not be telling you mnemonics again. So practice again and again, guys. Again, you will be remembering it for sure. Likewise, as we have remembered, can you tell me this particular continent which I am making over here? Can you tell me this country? Eritrea, Djibouti, Somalia, and this is your landlocked country, Ethiopia. Then this three countries which we have made: Kenya, Tanzania, and Mozambique. Then this is your South Africa, and like this Nambia, Angola we have seen, right? Don't forget Georgia, sorry, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Azerbaijan and Armenia. Confusion will happen that Georgia is in middle or Armenia. So whenever this confusion, think about that two conflicting regions are Azerbaijan and Armenia because of some reasons which later on I'll be telling you of one very important region which has been in news. Okay, so this particular part is completed. Now we will be focusing upon the Eastern Europe. And in Eastern Europe, again, why I'm focusing upon these areas first? Because these are less complex. The more complex you will be finding over here. Okay. So see this country now. Over here you will be finding Portugal. See this Portugal over here. Portugal country, famous for football over here, right? FIFA lovers. Portugal over here, very important. Now Portugal is not having, when you will be seeing, this is Morocco. Morocco and Spain, in between that you are going to find the strait as the Gibraltar. Again, straits I'll be focusing later on, Gibraltar, but it is Spain which is coming as this, like this, right? And this is again a peninsular type of shape you are seeing. So there is a name of peninsula which I'll be again at the right point of time I'll be telling you. So Spain and Portugal together over here. Capital you must note Lisbon and Madrid. You all must be knowing about these things. Okay? Lisbon, Spain, Madrid. Very important. Then you will be moving ahead and you are going to find Spain is connected with over here with France. France over here, guys, one of the large country, one of the most important country, France over here, right? So like this, you are finding that it is connected with France. This is France over here, right? But in between Spain and France, you are finding one more country which we should not leave. A small country over here, that is Andorra. Andorra. So there will be a lot of small countries which you will be finding, guys. Andorra over here, you have to remember. France capital Paris, all must be knowing, right? So these three countries over here, know about them. These three countries at the top you have known. These three countries over here you have known. These three countries over here you have known. And these three countries over here you have known. Or you can consider Moldova also. Okay? Like 3-4 countries we have done over here. This was less chaotic. Also, this is the United Kingdom. Some part of United Kingdom is with Ireland also, and this is known as Northern Ireland. So right now I'll not be opening up United Kingdom, but every province is important of United Kingdom. So we'll be seeing that. And the rest country over here you will finding Ireland. So this is later on I'll be telling you what is the difference between United Kingdom, Great Britain. That also I'll be telling you. This is Ireland, Northern Ireland, part of United Kingdom, and this is Ireland over here. Capital Dublin, United Kingdom capital London. Okay, and this is three countries you have done over here which I have told you. Now we will be jumping into this particular part over here, the middle Europe over here we will be finding. Now first of all, let me show you the petal like feature over here, guys. And the petal like feature you have to understand like this over here. Can you spot the center part of the flower? This is a flower you have to see. Okay, I am going to draw a flower over here. See this particular part of the flower, this particular part of the flower, this and this particular part of the flower. That means the flower is having 5 petals, one broad petal, one broad petal. Over here downward, three narrow petals you are going to see. Can you spot it, guys? Spot it clearly first of all. Okay. This particular center, there is a center of this flower. There is again 2 countries over here, one country over here, one country over here, one country over here. Very important to understand. Okay, and you will spot this flower everywhere now in different maps. Any map I'll be opening in between one country, then part of these flowers are like this. Again, this particular map also you see, spot the flower. Center is over here. We will be seeing the countries too. These 2 petals and these 2 petals over here. Right, now let us focus upon these countries over here. See in this part also. Okay. So the center part of this flower is Czech Republic. Important, a small country. Can you say it is a landlocked? Yes, definitely it is landlocked over here. Czech Republic. Capital is Prague. See Prague. 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 Very important. Fashion hub. Prague you will be finding over here. Then you are going to find in the above, in the northern side, it is covered by completely Poland. Poland you will be finding over here. Very important, guys. And the capital is Warsaw. Poland capital is Warsaw. Important. Just wait now. Really sorry, guys. It just went off. Just see now. Warsaw. Can you see this? Warsaw. Yes. Now you understand that first of all, Poland is connected with Lithuania, which you have already understood. Part of Russia. Yes. So if I say Poland is connected with Russia, can you say yes? Yes, because of this small part over here. Belarus, which you have already understood. Ukraine, which you have already understood. These are the countries. Is it connected to Romania? Not at all. So forget about it. That Poland is not connected with Romania, not Moldova. So these are the southern countries which are coming right now. Okay, don't worry about it. So Poland is having border with these countries. Southern countries you will be knowing. And then the most famous country over here, technologically advanced, Germany. Like this you will be finding Germany. Okay, Germany over here you will be finding. This is Germany. Now Germany, again, this is the one of the broad country over here you are going to find Germany. Okay? And it is having the border with Czech Republic and Poland from the other this side. It is having the border with France, and there are small countries also which we'll be focusing upon later on. But just see the petal first of all. Germany capital will be Berlin. So see Berlin, Warsaw over here, Czech Republic, Prague. Now when you have spotted the center, downside you will be finding two petal in the right side, and these are countries Slovakia and Hungary. Very, very important. Slovakia and Hungary. Hungary, the way you want to speak, you can speak. Slovakia capital is Bratislava. Hungary capital is Budapest. Just remember this for now. And these two countries are connected with Austria too. So this is the southern petal over here, left petal you can say, below Czech Republic. Right. So if I ask you what I have just made you understand is nothing. Simply देखो mnemonic से बढ़िया you can remember always like this. This is Czech Republic. This is Poland over here. This is over here I have told you Slovakia. ठीक है, and this is over here below that Hungary. Over here it is covered by Austria, and above part is covered by Germany. Germany, Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, and over here you have found Austria. This is the petal which you have covered, major countries petal, which are visible right now with open eyes, because there are small countries too, which we are going to see. First, have you understood this flower over here, guys? A very important flower. Okay, I hope you have done it. Now let us first remember it from the map. Now I am just pointing it out over here. Can you tell me the name of this country, and capital also you have to remember over here. Czech Republic, so capital is Prague. Then the upper part, broad part, Poland. Capital is Warsaw. Be ahead of me. Whenever I am saying this, marking something, try to remember or respond it. Okay, I am doing it for you only. The downward side over here, you will be remembering two countries will be contiguous over here. So this is Slovakia and this is Hungary over here, connected together. Okay, so very important, Hungary and Slovakia. Hungary capital, Budapest. Slovakia capital, you will be finding Bratislava. And Austria, very famous Austria, Vienna. Vienna is the headquarter of a lot of organization which you will be understanding in international relations. So this is Austria over here, guys. Okay. Right, now this France and this particular flower is connected by over here a lot of small countries. Now this is Italy, everybody knows, so Italy also you can remember simply. This downside, this is covered by Italy, Italian Peninsula. This is a peninsula form. Very important. From here only you will be understanding in your world history that Renaissance will be coming from here. Okay. So this is very important over here, geographical location of Italy. Now you understand this France is connected by this flower, or specifically this Germany or Austria, by these countries over here, small countries over here. Okay, these countries. Let us try to find out what are all these countries over here. Dekho, over here you will be getting from top, first of all, Netherlands, very important. Amsterdam you will be getting. Amsterdam, Netherlands. UPSC PYQ in prelims, not from geography, but from world geography, but from history. That where was the first stock exchange was founded? So this answer will be Netherlands. These were also known as a Dutch people, right? Amsterdam. See, in connection with it, Belgium. Now the information of these countries are very important. Then only you will be understanding the World War I and World War II also, because everything happens over here. Belgium capital Brussels. Now in between them you will be finding one small area, small country again. This is Luxembourg. Don't forget this. This is an independent country, Luxembourg. Right? Capital Brussels, Amsterdam, Luxembourg over here. And the capital of Luxembourg is Luxembourg city. Okay, now over here you find the Switzerland is connecting this France in the southern sides with Italy and with Austria and with Germany too. So Switzerland is sandwiched over here, guys. Try to remember. Switzerland capital, Bern, again a very famous place. Switzerland you will be remembering. Now in between Switzerland and Austria, Switzerland or Austria, there is one country again over here. This country you see in this map. Can you see the 6 number written between Switzerland and Austria? And this 6 number name is Liechtenstein. Speak the way you want, pronunciate the way you want. Liechtenstein you will be finding over here, guys. Liechtenstein. Now the unique thing about Liechtenstein over here, this, can you see this particular part over here? Let me show you. This, like this, you're going to see Switzerland and Austria. In between the borders of this, you will be finding Liechtenstein. So Liechtenstein is the doubly landlocked country. What do you understand by doubly landlocked? First of all, tell me, what do you understand by landlocked? Means there will be a country and this country is surrounded by other countries. That means this A country is not having borders with the sea, is not having any border with the water bodies. That's why A is landlocked. Doubly landlocked means that this particular country is having the borders with those countries X, Y, Z, A or B. These countries, this A is having the borders with those countries which are also landlocked. That means that this A becomes doubly landlocked. Means this A is having borders with those countries which are not having any borders with the water body. So this becomes doubly landlocked. Alright, because this country is landlocked, this country shares border with the landlocked countries. So if I say that Liechtenstein is a doubly landlocked country, will I be right in saying that? Just spot over here, guys. Liechtenstein. That means it should be Liechtenstein to be a doubly landlocked. It should be sharing its border with the landlocked countries. So it is sharing its border with Switzerland, one landlocked country, Austria, one landlocked country. Right? Let me show you in the map now. So this is over here Netherlands, capital Amsterdam. This is over here you have Belgium, capital Brussels, and in between that you have Luxembourg. Spelling you just check. And then you are going to find over here, this is Luxembourg over here, guys. This is Luxembourg. Okay. Then over here, this is Switzerland, Italy, and Austria connecting with Liechtenstein, doubly landlocked country. So star mark you do this of this particular part, guys. Okay. Okay, guys. So see over here now again. This is Switzerland. In between them, in between that you have a doubly landlocked country Liechtenstein. Don't get confused. Luxembourg is not doubly landlocked. It is landlocked over here. Why it is not doubly landlocked? Because the country surrounding it is having borders with the sea. That's why it is not doubly landlocked. Okay. Luxembourg, Liechtenstein, and over here Andorra. I have told you. Don't forget these small countries over here, guys. This is Italy, and these are the islands of Italy that I'll be telling you later on, because I'll be revolving around you these seas in the next part. Okay? And there are a lot of things which you have to learn about the islands too right now. Okay? Focus only on the countries right now. Okay? So this is Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary. Now see this particular part, that this Slovakia is having borders with Ukraine too. Ukraine is an important country, and that's why you will be finding they have asked the Ukrainian borders countries too, and it was very easy for the aspirants who have followed this series, right? So over here you will be finding, because they have given you Estonia too, that it is forming borders with over here, and if I have that question, I'll be letting you see too. So what is this question? This particular part over here: Poland, Ukraine, Belarus, Ukraine. This particular part Ukraine, and also even Hungary is having border with Ukraine. Now this particular country is having Romania is border with Ukraine, right? This is also the part having border with, this is ultimately the part of Ukraine only. Okay. So likewise also you understand this. See this question, guys, asked in 2023, and again I have done this series in the same way in 2022 for 2023 prelims. Directly it has come over here, guys. See. How many of the above mentioned countries share land border with Ukraine? That means the way we are understanding it is 100% right. They are asking in this manner only. If you'll see my earlier series also, I have stressed upon the fact in the similar way. Not only on Ukraine, I have stressed upon the fact of Czech Republic also, which has not been asked directly. But this is in the example you will be finding. Okay. So see Ukraine. So that means you have to go through in the examination, you have to go through the countries, and exactly in the examination you will not be able to make the idea. So you have to find out the options which are completely extreme. For example, Bulgaria is there. So you will be doubtful, and you will be doubtful why? Because Bulgaria and Belarus, you will be having doubt. Those people who will not be revising. So that's why when I'm saying practice it, practice it. So Belarus and Bulgaria, those who have correct information, they will be saying that Bulgaria is downward side, so it is not having border. Czech Republic, again confused. A small border you will be finding over here. Czech Republic, over here you will be finding that okay, this is in between. So this you might be doing it with confidence that Czech Republic is the petal, and petal like Poland, and Poland, then you have over here Slovakia, and then downward side there was Hungary. So there is no chance of connection with Ukraine. So this you might be sure shot over here. So Czech Republic does not form border with or share border with Ukraine. 2 will not be the answer. See the options. That means they want you to know exactly, guys. Hungary, yes, but you might be confused. Latvia, you know Estonia, Latvia, then Lithuania comes. So automatically extreme case, you will delete this. Lithuania over here, and then you see the Belarus comes, and then Ukraine. If you know the chronology, then this is also easy, they have thrown. So 3 are wrong. Bulgaria, you are sure about. Bulgaria is also coming in the downward side. Romania, only part which you will not be sure about will be of Hungary, because it is in between, so you might get confused. Romania is sharing border. So what part they have shown you, that which of the borders are sharing? Hungary and Romania. So answer will be only 2. Again, let me see. Romania is sharing the border because they have asked this. Lithuania, no. Latvia, no. Hungary is sharing. Czech Republic, no. Bulgaria, no. So let me see now. Let us see over here. Answer will be 2. Again, you see. Okay, in the part also. This is Hungary over here touching the border. This is the only confusing country, let me tell you, in the examination. Rest they have given you very easy. Lithuania, Latvia, Romania, Bulgaria. They already know, okay, that over here, that this Romania is touching. This is Czech Republic. Likewise they are, and this is, let me tell you, was not easy question, was a medium to difficult level questions you will be finding, because of the options, the way options were also come. Okay, so realistic understanding we are doing, have confidence, guys. You should be able to have confidence, right, that we are moving in the right direction. But now the last part is remaining for our understanding, and we will not leave it. Till now questions have not come, but they will come sooner. Over here, this chaos is left, nothing else. All countries you have understood, right? So let us focus upon these chaos over here. Final moments of this class, try to again re-energize and focus. Dekho, how you will be learning these countries. There are 8 countries over here. I know, and you will be also knowing it. There are 8 countries. So 4 groups I'll be making like this. These are the 4 groups. So like this you will be finding 4 countries. And like this you will be finding 4 countries. Important. Like this. And like this. This country you already know, Greece. This country you already know, Bulgaria. This is Belarus. This is Romania. This is Ukraine. So this is forming your eastern border of these countries. This is Austria. This is Hungary. This is forming the northern border of this country. Okay, these particular countries. Now you try to understand these countries over here. See over here, guys. This small country over here is known as Slovenia. Slovenia. Okay, Slovenia over here. Slovenia is landlocked or not? No landlocked. It is touching Adriatic Sea, guys. Okay, Slovenia. Then you will be finding below that Croatia, and Croatia is having a long coast, you can see like this. So Croatia will be coming over here, guys. Croatia. Okay, Slovenia, Croatia. Then another country which you are finding over here is Bosnia and Herzegovina. Very important. The place Sarajevo from where World War II started. And the chaos I'll be letting you understand in world history also, that why the chaos happens from here. And these places become important in World War II also. So Bosnia, Herzegovina. And this is Serbia. So 4 countries I will tell you. Serbia over here, right? Okay, so 4 countries you have seen. Now again see with the capital. The Slovenia capital is Ljubljana, or the pronunciate the way you want, guys. Ljubljana, Slovenia capital. Croatia capital is Zagreb, right? Bosnia Herzegovina, Sarajevo. If I tell you Bosnia and Herzegovina, if you are seeing over here, is it landlocked? It is not landlocked, guys. A small part over here is also connected with this Adriatic Sea, right? And we will focus upon that too. Which of the following countries you will be finding have connection with Adriatic Sea? So Slovenia is having, Croatia is having, Bosnia and Herzegovina is also having. What about this particular part? Serbia. It is a landlocked country. So mark it landlocked. Serbia. Serbia capital Belgrade. Okay, so first only 4 countries you focus and try to draw over here. This is Slovenia. See on this map, Slovenia. See, Slovenia is touching Italy. It is touching Switzerland, touching not Switzerland, Austria and Hungary. Not touching Slovakia. So in the examination, they will throw you Slovakia, Czech Republic, Germany, Poland. Not touching with Switzerland. Right, so have this idea, open idea. Then Croatia. Croatia is Slovenia above. Then over here you will be finding, what is this country? Again you see Hungary. And it is having border with Adriatic Sea. Then you are having this Bosnia Herzegovina. And then you are having this landlocked country Serbia over here. So this can be termed as Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, Serbia. Though again I don't believe in mnemonics, I believe in practice. So practice again. Slovenia capital Ljubljana or Jablana. Croatia Zagreb. Bosnia Herzegovina Sarajevo. In world history you will be remembering in again. Serbia Belgrade. Belgrade, Belarus, Bulgaria. Can you spot again? Belgrade, Belarus, Bulgaria, Bolivia and Bosnia Herzegovina. Won't get confused over here. Right, so this part is also you have seen. Now see this round table over here, guys. These 4 countries. These 4 countries we are going to talk about. In these 4 countries, you will be spotting 2 countries are landlocked, 2 countries near Adriatic Sea. So if the question will be coming, which of the following countries are touching the Adriatic Sea, like this they are going to form. So this is first of all, Montenegro. See in this particular part, this is more clear. Below Bosnia, below Serbia, Montenegro will be coming. This is Kosovo. Below Serbia, Kosovo. Earlier the part of Serbia only. So Montenegro, Kosovo, then Macedonia. This is the Macedonia country where Alexander the Great was from. And then this is Albania. So Montenegro, Albania are touching Adriatic Sea. Kosovo and Macedonia are landlocked. And below that you will be finding Greece. The ancient kingdoms you will be finding over here where city-states used to be there. Athens and Sparta. Right. So Greece, Athens, Macedonia, Skopje, Kosovo, Pristina, Montenegro, Podgorica, Albania, Tirana. Now again capitals are not important of these countries, but still we'll be focusing over here if we are doing it wholeheartedly, right? We'll not leave any stone unturned. When we know that there are certain fixed questions coming from this syllabus, why we will leave that? Other questions are coming random, right? So वो तो हम वैसे भी guess नहीं कर सकते. तो यहाँ पर हम कुछ क्यों छोड़े? So you see this particular part first. This is Montenegro, Kosovo, Macedonia, Albania. First of all, you have understood this. Then Montenegro and Albania is having touch with the Adriatic Sea. Rest are your landlocked. Capital you focus again. Podgorica, Montenegro. Kosovo, Pristina. Macedonia, Skopje. At least Macedonia you remember Skopje and Kosovo you remember Pristina. Podgorica, Montenegro, Albania, Tirana. If you want to don't stress upon this, stress upon Macedonia majorly, right? So these are your 8 countries over here. Again let me, आप इसको ऐसे बनाने की कोशिश करो अपने आप, ठीक है? Let me just wait over here. Select the pen. You have started with Slovenia, then Croatia you have seen like this, Croatia, then Bosnia Herzegovina, then Serbia landlocked, then Montenegro, Kosovo, Macedonia and Albania. क्या problem है? Skopje, can you tell me the capital of Skopje of which country? Belgrade, Belarus is the country itself. What is the capital then? Tell me if you are not remembering it. Can you tell me, can you spot the capital as Sarajevo? Right. And like this you are going to find over here Podgorica also. Podgorica over here you are going to find. Tirana over here you are going to find. So like this you have seen this chaos also over here, guys. Now the importance I'll be telling you in the next part. What is the importance over here? When I'll be telling you with the C, all you will be remembering automatically. Okay, Italy you have known. Don't forget this Vatican City too, the smallest country in the world, Vatican City over here. Two countries are there, Vatican City and San Marino. These are also independent country. And one more, Monaco. ठीक है, ये मैं आपको नेक्स्ट क्लास में भी फोकस कराऊंगा, डोंट वरी. सो अंडोरा, लक्समबर्ग, Liechtenstein, Monaco, San Marino, and Vatican City. This is the Vatican City over here. So as we have completed this particular chaos, we should not forget the chaos of earlier. Otherwise, you will not be able to remember things. So I'll be focusing upon this country. Can you tell me that this country over here? Then these countries over here. I remember this is Senegal. This is Gambia. This is Guinea-Bissau. This is Guinea. And below that you will be finding two countries, Sierra Leone, which will be in your exam for sure, and Liberia. Then I have told you Cote d'Ivoire, GTB, Ghana, Togo, Benin. And above that Burkina Faso. What's the problem, guys? Nigeria over here, Cameroon over here. Then you will be finding the four countries chaos over here. Then Angola, Namibia, and South Africa. These two countries were simple to remember. This seed I have already told you. These three countries I have already told. Alright, so we will not be forgetting this also, guys. Try to remember again over here. So right now in the last, I am letting you write all the countries, or I'll be saying these parts and you just try to revise. See if you have remembered these countries or not. Randomly I'll be telling you guys. Okay, tell me about this country. Remember the petal. By petal you will be understanding. So this country is Slovenia, because in examination random countries are going to come. Bulgaria, you will not be finding the petal countries, right? But these are good to practice. So over here this is country is known as Slovakia. Then what is this country over here? Slovenia. Are these connecting each other? No. Right. So remember this. So in between them you will be finding Austria and Hungary. So that means Austria and Hungary are having border with each other. Yes. Austria is having border with Slovenia also. Austria, as this is the part of petal, so it is connected with the petal. So remember the petal whenever Austria bounded countries are being asked. Okay. Now this is Germany, Poland, France, Spain, Portugal. Easy to remember. What about this over here? Netherlands. Over here, Belgium. Over here, this Luxembourg. Small country over here, Liechtenstein. Small country over here, San Marino. Small country, Vatican City, Monaco, Andorra. Right. This is Slovenia. Below that, Croatia. This is Bosnia Herzegovina. This is landlocked over here, Serbia. Then this is Montenegro, Kosovo. Over here, this you will be finding as Macedonia and Albania. Then downward side, Greece. Greece is having border with Turkey. Yes, it is having. And Turkey is having border with Black Sea. Above that, Bulgaria. Where is Belarus? Over here. Where is Romania? This country, can you remember? Moldova. This country, Ukraine, Russia. This country has confusing country, Georgia. This is Armenia. This is Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan is in the right. Georgia is in the left. So Black Sea se Azerbaijan touch nahi karega. Black Sea se this particular country will be touching. In the next class, I'll be spotting that. All these things. Don't worry. This is Finland. Or these three countries, can you tell me first of all? Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. UK, Norway, Sweden, Iceland. Nothing else over here, guys. So this way, part 1 has been completed of Europe. I hope you are feeling satisfying after watching the video. Right? Try to practice, guys. Don't move ahead if you are not well versed with these things. Next, the situation is becoming more complex in the starting. In the starting, it will be complex, but we are going to capture all these C's over here. All these traits which are written like this. Complete, we are going to understand this. And you will not know that you are well versed with these particular part also. And once this is over, then these are very easy. Then it is very easy for me to tell you where are the Pyrenees, where are the Alps, where are these other mountainous ranges which you will be finding. Okay, guys. So this is all for this particular lecture. Thank you so much for sitting in this class and appreciating it. Thank you so much, guys. I'll be meeting you in the next class.